Welcome back to See Today Business. Telkom Indonesia recently held a general shareholders meeting. The company announced they will distribute over 17.6 trillion rupiah in cash dividends to their shareholders after recording a positive performance in 2023. Now, Telkom Indonesia is set to distribute 17.68 trillion rupiahs or 72% of their annual profit to be disbursed as cash dividends in early June. Meanwhile, 28% of total annual profits, or 6.88 trillion rupiahs, have been allocated for retained earnings to develop the company's business line in digital business connectivity and services. Now, the company also announced the Board of Commissioners and Board of Directors. The board remains unchanged except for the resignation of Abdi Negara last January.
This year, we just released the Q1 report, Q1 of 2024, and we grow much better than the previous quarter. Even it's better than last year. We do expect that the outlook of full year will be getting better than last year.
And Telkom Indonesia plans to expand its line of businesses this year while also improving goods and services to maximize opportunity and value creation in the future. To delve more into the topic today, joining me in the studio, Director of Group Business Development, PT Telkom Indonesia, Honesti Basyir. Pak Honesti, thank you so much for dropping by today. So there's a lot of, I would say, transformation in Telkom as well, internally and externally. And we've heard about the 5 bold moves that have been resounded a lot by Telkom as well. One of them is roping in some global strategic partners, because Telkom is now trying to venture into, businesses that are not the DNA of Telkom. Let's talk about the data center. Now, we've heard about the data center, that Telin Singapore and NutraDC are now consolidated. So if one says that Telin Singapore is losing part of their business, is this thinking true, or how is it like?
Thank you, Mbak Alia. So yeah, Telkom right now we in process to execute what we call it the 5 bold moves transformation. Actually, this transformation is very bold because radically to enter the new portfolio that's Telkom, as you say, that we don't have DNA in this area. So the consolidation of our data center is part of the program to execute one of the part of 5 bold moves, what we call data center businesses. So this consolidation will strengthening Telkom position into the data center business. That's why we have to expand our capability and also our capacity, and also give the good impact into the TDA as a vehicle for data center,
which is
and also
Telkom
data
ecosystem.
Yeah, and also Telin as previous owner of the data center.
Right.
Why I said that will be good for them? Because the company has different assignment.
Yeah.
And we know that to build the resources, competency, capability in this area is 2 different area, right? That's why after consolidation data center into TDE easily for them to build the resources, to develop the resources. And also for Telin, also can focus into the new portfolio we call the subsea or submarine cable. So I believe that the connection is strongly will give good impact Telkom, especially when Telkom want to prove to our investor about our transformation.
When you talk about trying this data center portfolio, so have you thought about the monetization of this? I mean, since last year, Telkom focuses on the B2B, so how would the data center will actually utilize on the B2B needs? Yeah,
data center will play the main role in B2B IT services, because if we talk about the B2B IT services, data center is part of them. So that's why when we move our home broadband into Telkomsel will be focused into B2B IT services. And with data center, it will strengthening our offering into the B2B segment. B2B segment means that we can cater the opportunity into the government sector, private sector, and also the other like SME. For example, in government sector, we can provide the multi-platform to deliver healthy services from government, e-KTP, for example. And also in the private sector, we focus into several area like financial, like in manufacturing, digital player, also ISP. So with the combination of what we have in data center, I think our service delivery into the B2B corporation will be more rich. Yeah. So that's why it will give more experience to our corporate customer.
All right. Now, we know that there is the hyperscaler data center that is built because Telkom aims to be the hyperscaler, indeed, domestic content as well as data provider in Indonesia and Southeast Asia. So how is the progress of the hyperscale we saw in Cikarang? Are we expect to have more data centers, for example, in IKN, because we also expect that there will be overspill from other countries that we can cater as well?
Yeah. Right now, Telkom through that TDE, we operate 42 megawatt data center. It is built into 4 countries, like Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, and South Timor-Leste, the small one.
Yep.
And we continue to expand our capacity and our capability. So in Cikarang, right now we have around 4 megawatt capacity, and I think that we believe that they already exceeding the more than 50% of the capacity, and we will continue to expand the capacity in that. So I think the Cikarang right now, also we also in the process to build the new one in Batam. Yeah, from 42 megawatt what we have today, at the end of this year we will get more additional 18 megawatt. So I think that's the end of this year Telkom will manage it's around 60 megawatt capacity. This is only in 2034 because we will not stop only in 60 megawatt. Until 2030, our plan is to have is around 350 up to 400 megawatt capacity. But I believe that we will not manage this by ourselves, but we try to find the partner, the direct partner to together with us, invest with us and grow with us.
All right. Now, there's a need to grow. At the same time, we also want to have the sustainability efforts going on. So, talking about sustainability, what steps do Telkom take, especially to enforce ESG in the data centers? We heard that the HDC in Batam, for example, to build the infrastructure, it is actually the net zero emission using green energy. So, how is it like, especially in Batam and maybe in Cikarang as well?
Yeah, I think that is Telkom commitment to the sustainability, also the ESG principle. But we believe that we should do some adjustment into our data center. For example, we have to implement what we call the cooling system management.
It uses a lot of water, doesn't it?
Yes.
The cooling.
Also, cooling system management. And also we also implement the water efficiency technology, and also the proper hazardous waste management, including the recycled electronic waste, because I think this is also required by international standard. So, if you want to be the regional player in the center, I think we have to follow this standard.
Yep.
That's why issues in the sustainability, also ESG, is something we have to put in our priority. Because after we discuss with several potential investors, the main question that they asked to Telkom, how about your policy regarding the sustainability and also ESG? That's why we have focus, and we will also not only to put the plan for that, but also to get some recognized. I mean that we have what we call the BCE Grand Platinum certification. This certificate is demonstrate how Telkom can achieve at least 30% energy saving into non-residential air building. So we will continue this program and to prove to our investor that Telkom pay attention and will execute anything to sustain the sustainability, also ESG issues.
We heard as well that you have used the solar panels as well on some of your towers. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. We, for example, in Cikarang, we already operate the 300 kilowatt solar panel.
Right.
But I think it's not only that, but also another technology for renewables. Because you know that to give our commitment, our plan have to have the energy power, at least the renewable, 30% from total capacity. And also, I think we continue to implement this.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about generative AI. You know, AI now has already, evolved now to generative AI.
Yeah.
So does the data center, the hyperscale data center in Cikarang maybe, or in Batam, already complies with this, already ready to serve for any, maybe in the future, requirements for a generative AI?
Yeah, generative AI requires the high density of data center racks, right? And from the beginning, actually, our data center didn't provide to AI readiness. But because our plan, because the issue of AI demand, right now we are in the process to adjust some technology to make it our data center ready for AI. For example, in Cikarang and Batam, the new one, yeah, we already we did some adjustment into the cooling system management because it's required to fulfill the AI readiness. And also, I think we not only that, we also seek opportunity to find the partner, especially in graphic processing unit, GPU provider, together with us to find the AI integrated solution for AI. So I think with the partnership right now, we also in process to evaluating and also to provide the business model for AI because you know that use case we didn't find that use case in Indonesia actually. But when our data center is ready for AI, I think it's easy for us to communicate also to over the AI services into our client.
Okay, so may the future be bright for Telcom. And thank you so much, Pak Honesti Basyir, for coming to see today's studio, the Director of Group Business Development of Telcom Indonesia. Thank you, and come again, Pak.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you.
All right, so now we're going for a break. When we return, our daily recap from stock market. You don't want to miss that, so we'll be right back. Stay tuned in the See Today Business.